everybody. We are the Knitting Posse, in case you don't remember. I'm Kate.
I'm Kim.
Laura.
It's good to see you. It's good to be back. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of life going on. It is, I don't even know what it is.
June 9th.
It's June 9th, Monday, June 9th. Here we are.
What you been doing?
Here we are.
What you doing?
Well, you start.
Okay.
What have you been doing, Kim?
Oh
Exciting
gosh,
stuff.
a lot's been going on.
Yeah.
So since May,
No,
is it
April.
Oh my gosh,
April.
we've never gone this long
No.
without a podcast.
No, April.
Life has been funny. Let's see. I went down to
Right.
North Carolina because
Yeah.
my daughter got dumped by her fiance almost, and trauma down there, but she's doing so great.
She's
we moved her
awesome.
to a great apartment, and better now than later,
Yep.
as
Yep.
we know. But
Yep.
you never know what life's going to throw you.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then the weekend after, I went to visit John in Maryland and stopped by, dragged he and his girlfriend and Jay to the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival. We'll talk about
We
that
will.
in a bit. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. They were like,
Yeah.
Mom, people know you. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, people know you too. So watch out.
Exactly.
Weekend after that, I went to Maine to visit two girlfriends, and that was lots of fun. And then we went.
Job.
Oh
Work.
yeah. Oh,
That's why we have a
Oh.
podcast, because
my job,
Kim-
which I also left. I left my job.
but just recently. That's
Just
why we have a
recently.
podcast.
Yeah, no. I
Like last
finished
week,
up,
yes.
I
Or
finished
this
up
week,
all
yeah.
this.
Saturday.
This past Saturday
Yeah.
was my last day
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
And it's just time for a new chapter.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on my
Awesome.
own and do my own containers. So anybody living in the Fairfield County area needs their containers done, shout out.
They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And it's exciting. I worked there for 8 years.
Yeah.
Can't believe
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, but it's just time. It's just, like, I could do this.
I need my containers.
The
please.
plants are right down there. Did you see them?
Yeah, I saw.
I'll
I
try
know.
not to hit them with my car.
Thank you. It doesn't
know,
matter
I
once
know.
they get to me.
No, it'll happen. It'll
All right,
happen.
thank you.
Yeah, so that was exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, so now
yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
I had nothing to do but knit.
But
Which is good because I don't have one FYI.
okay. All right.
So, whatever.
All right.
What else? Oh, we went to New York one day together.
Yes. Yes.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
So, busy.
Busy. Yes. Crazy busy.
I know. Good stuff.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Laura, what have you been up to?
Just usual life for me. I haven't had anything major.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
everything's
yes,
pretty
yes.
calm and stable in my
Yeah,
life. Playing
yeah.
a lot of golf and tennis,
yeah.
and fair amount of knitting.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't
Lucky.
take my eyes off
Yes.
that vest.
I know. It's
I
so
know,
good.
it's
It's so good.
Save it.
And it's finally I didn't think I was gonna get to wear it.
Yeah.
Anyway, were we talking
know.
about what we're wearing, or are we still talking about?
No,
what
we're
we're
talking
wearing?
about into life.
Yeah.
No, life's
So-
been calm and stable. I am
That's
going
good.
away. Actually, I'm going to
Okay.
throw this out because my husband and I had a big birthday a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah,
and-
that happened.
Yeah, and we decided to go on a really awesome trip, and we're going to
that's right.
Scandinavia. We're going to be in Denmark for a week with our two younger sons, and then they come home, and we are going to Sweden and making our way all the way to Norway. And I haven't even done any research yet, but if you know of any good yarns shops or must-see things, even non-yarn
So cool.
Are you
related.
going to the island Odense at all? I think I'm saying it right. It's
I don't think so.
okay.
So we fly.
Pele from what's her podcast?
Oh.
I'll look it up. You should reach out to her. She lives
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I know there's islands off of Stockholm that we're going to go kayaking around.
Okay.
So I
Wait,
have
so when do you go?
June 28th to July 15th.
That's amazing.
That's so exciting.
2.5
So
weeks.
exciting.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm really
All right.
looking forward to it. We have never been to that area of the world, and that was my choice for my birthday trip.
That's awesome.
And I have a neighbor and a friend who, in the last 3 or 4 years, kind of became a high-end travel agent, and she booked the whole thing for
That's
us.
awesome.
That's
We're
great.
kind of splurging and doing something
Go
awesome.
for it,
That's
girl.
nice.
Go
That's
for it.
nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's my excitement to come.
That's
Awesome.
so exciting.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can squeeze one in before you leave
That's only
podcast.
actually,
It's like 3 weeks.
yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
could
yeah.
because
Head
we're,
around.
we're
Yeah.
behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Kate? You've been busy.
Oh my God, I've been so busy. So I
Got a new job.
I got
Accidentally.
I'm an official, unofficial employee of Upland Fiber Co. So I went with Michael to Maryland Sheep and Wool, and
As a backup helper because
because his friend hurt her back, and
Kate might have pushed her down.
But like seriously, like she would not. It's a lot. It's a lot to set up that booth.
She already has a full-time job.
Yes, she does. So it was insane. It was hot and it was crazy. We had crazy weather and it was super busy and I loved every minute of it.
That's awesome. You guys, the setup was perfect. You looked happy. It was hot as hell.
Actually Saturday wasn't even Friday when we were setting up was like 1 billion degrees, I think. Like it was like volcano hot. But it was amazing. And I just want to say thank you to all of our Posse fans that stopped by to say hello.
Stopped me too.
I know. And Kim, and
Martha,
gave us hugs. Yeah, Martha was there. We met Rachel and Renee from Table 10 Podcast. They are hilarious. I met Polly from, she does an audio podcast with Very Pink Knits, and her mom, Joy. And just a special shout out to Nadine. Hey, Nadine. She's a fan of the Posse.
Oh, nice. I saw Dr. Joyce Snitz. She came right up too.
Yeah,
we've met her a couple times.
Yeah, there were so many people. I know Mary, who is a sister-in-law of one of my knitting students. She works in the fleece barn, so I delivered some cookies to her. And our friend Tasha came, like she made a beeline as soon as it opened on Saturday and gave me a huge hug.
Yeah,
and it was the best.
The Pine Barren girls.
Yeah, yeah. So Hope walked in. I don't even know when they came by, and Hope walked in and she's like, "Hi, Kate," and I was like, like I didn't even recognize her. My brain had stopped working at that point. Like she had a hat on, so she's like, "It's Hope." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." So yeah, they came in. Who else? Oh, Kat from CCM Yarn was there. She showed at Yarn Centric, which is the day before the Maryland Sheep and Wool, and so she was just kind of walking around. And we
would probably like that. That's Doylestown Yarn.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think next year when we go.
Yeah.
And she's also she's the one who gave us those
the giveaway.
Mini giveaways that we gave away at the last
podcast. Okay, but even better than that, she was walking around with snacks. And like the food lines were crazy long.
That's Kate's love language.
she gave me Oreos. And but actually it was the moment that I sat down to eat the Oreos on Saturday that all hell broke loose. And like it started hailing and raining and it was unbelievable.
Winds. Yeah, it was
crazy winds. But it was so amazing. So thank you to everybody that came by the booth and said hello.
I'm guessing it's fun to be on a different side of yarn.
It was.
You're learning a lot about different types of yarn and the dye process or the way Michael does it.
And it's small batch and it's hard to find the material and it's really interesting. So
and a little shout out for Kate that Michael sold more than double what he thought he was going to, and it was largely because of her enthusiasm.
There's like a tornado going on and she's still selling yarn. She's like, wait.
So the woman that bought the yarn during the tornado, she's making the storm sweater by Petite Knit.
Oh, that's very funny.
Appropriate.
Yeah, it was
his colors are really gorgeous.
Oh my god, they're amazing.
They're
amazing. So then I went with Michael like 2 weeks later up to Maine to the Maine Fiber Frolic. And again, so many of you stopped by the booth just to say hello, and it was so great to meet so many of you. One of the funniest things was we were in the booth and these 3 women walked in and they were looking around at the yarn, and one of them picked up one of the sample hats that Michael had knit, and she's like, "Isn't this your hat?" She turns to one of the other girls, "Isn't this your hat?" So it was Emily Green.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
the designer. And so she's like, yeah.
We like
So-
her design. She's very architectural,
Yes,
right?
beautiful.
She
It was
is an
Cabling.
architect,
Yes.
right?
Oh, we
trade or
met
was
her in my act.
I know at
We
Vogue.
met her somewhere. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was fangirling over this woman's sweater, and she said it's Emily Green. I go, oh, I really like her design. She goes, oh, she's standing
That's
right
her.
there.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. I did not recognize her, nor did Michael, so we were like, "Oh, sorry," but it was really fun to see her. We ate lobster rolls both days.
Nice.
Blueberry crisp and
Ooh.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the main things.
all the main things. All the main things. Yeah. And like, what else have I done? I know
Not even
it's
half
like
of it.
no. And then Saturday, I just ran my 3rd Spartan race. This was my first one, like out in the great outdoors.
In the wild.
It was wild. We were running in literally like knee deep mud and like these rivers that were like waist high and
No
you couldn't
way.
see because it was like
Wow.
all water. So it's a 5K with 20 obstacles, but the biggest obstacle was the mud this
Yeah,
time.
that-
Like
yeah,
it was,
that wasn't
it
planned.
was, no, it was crazy. I had to throw my shoes away. I washed, my son Devin and his girlfriend did it with me, and I had to wash our clothes like 3 times.
Oh, I bet.
And they're still not quite, my leggings still have mud in them.
Pieces in it.
Yeah. I was.
But you did it.
I did it. I
Congrats.
finished it. I did it. So I was sitting out on the patio yesterday, just knitting on the couch, and I have my feet up on the couch, and Rich comes out and plops down next to me, and he looks at my feet. He's like, "Your feet are still dirty." I'm like, "These are my new feet. Like
Everything is dirty
it
still.
doesn't come out. I've
funny.
showered 3 times,
Need a
and they're
power
still
washer.
dirty."
Send it on the car wash.
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. And actually next weekend, doing a trunk show with Michael at Skein, the yarn shop that's in Rhode Island. And so come
Laura,
see
you're
us.
going up, right?
Are you gonna go?
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Actually, I think Deb's going on Saturday.
Oh,
So,
maybe
yeah.
I'll go with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd really like to.
So yeah, please, if you're in the area, come by and say hello. Friday and Saturday, the 13th and the 14th. And the 14th is Knit in Public Day. So come by and knit. And also Kevin and Ray are doing a trunk show that same day, the 14th, not Friday. The 14th Saturday in Groton, Connecticut. And Ray said on their podcast yesterday that it's only about 40 minutes from Skane. So you could do yourself a little yarn crawl, a little trunk show yarn crawl,
40
and go to
minute,
Groton and then come over to Skane.
Fun.
Yeah. So I think that's all.
Ooh.
So again, I haven't been doing a lot of knitting.
My life is so complicated.
Oh wait, and then we went into the city
Yeah, this was
last
highlight.
Thursday, and we went to see Purpose. It was amazing,
Incredible.
and so amazing that it won Best Play last night
Right.
at the Tonys. So congrats to David and Michael and the cast and everyone.
It was I'm still
incredible.
thinking about the
yes,
show.
right?
And to me, we've talked about this before, between movies and books, if I'm thinking about it for the next couple days,
Yeah.
and like, there were so many layers to this.
Definitely,
Yeah, and
definitely.
I'm still
So many
like
issues
processing what
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
show was about.
Yeah.
I definitely think if you're lucky enough to see it more than once, it would be
yeah.
You would
really
pick up
beneficial.
more and
Yes.
more
Yeah.
each time.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Although now it's
Yeah.
going to be such a hot
Hot
ticket
Yeah.
that it might be hard.
Yeah.
And I know it's a limited run to begin with.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
who knows,
So
but
that
it-
was
Oh my God,
if
it
you
was
get
so
a
special.
chance,
Yeah.
you should.
It was worth
definitely
staying
see
up till midnight.
Oh my God,
Yes,
I'm so tired.
yes, yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. So
Yeah.
wow. Okay, that's chatty. That's
yeah.
a lot for us.
Yeah, is that it?
Well, for that,
I think
yeah,
so.
we can get into
Okay.
nitty
All right.
business,
Okay.
nitty gritty.
So now for some knitting. This is a knitting podcast, by the way. Kim, what are you wearing?
I am wearing my Stockinette Tee by Svetlana Volkova.
Good for you.
Probably butchered that. It's I knit it in the size large. It is on a US 8-9. It is a classic, like a modern style to a classic tee. That's what she
Is
describes
this-
to that.
is it
I-cord
I-cord? It
edging,
is, okay.
I-cord
Yeah, yeah,
at the bottom
yeah,
also.
Love it.
Top down raglan. And I used, I'm saying this wrong, probably Kreme, sole, wool, the Merino,
Okay.
color
I
number
love it.
30.
Oh, that's a
So
good color.
I got the yarn at Pick Up Every Stitch.
Yeah, love
A
it.
total classic little sweater.
Yeah.
You can cuff your arm up. That's not my gig, but really happy with it.
I like
This
it.
is the first time I've worn it, actually. So
Love
Oh,
it.
it's perfect.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good day for it.
I started on a US 8, and then when I was knitting it, I'm like, I'm gonna go up one more needle.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have to. The arms are supposed to be a little bit bigger here. That's just for the modern take, but whatevs.
love it.
Yeah, happy
I
with
like
it.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, so
I
it's
like
on
the
my
I-cord
Ravelry page.
edges.
I do too. It's a nice finish.
Yeah, yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a brown color number. What 30? It's
It's
looking a
brown?
little dark.
It's actually
You don't see
Charcoal.
brown?
charcoal. Not at all.
Really?
It's blue. It's like
Come on.
it's like a gray blue.
Really?
Jesus,
well.
Ray.
For real?
Yeah.
I totally see brown.
What do you see, Laura? Gray.
I actually see grayish, bluish.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. It's kind of a muddy, like soft.
It's a mud. We'll go
It's
with that.
like,
All right.
yeah,
Maybe
I
some
see
dirt
it.
in your eyes.
I probably do.
You probably do.
She's
probably
dirt in her
do.
brain.
Exactly.
Every
It's
crevice,
like,
every.
oh my god.
There's a
Like,
gray,
it-
brown
it's-
hue on
it's
everything.
Like in my
for you.
ears. Like
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
it's- yeah. It was
It'll be
brown.
out soon. Anyway,
Okay.
happy with the
I
sweater.
love
I
it.
recommend it.
Love it.
Easy
And a
pattern.
fun, easy, quick knit.
Oh
on
my
size 9.
gosh.
Because I
Yeah.
actually went back and watched Leslie Friend, who did the same CMC sweater that I think I showed the last
Yeah.
podcast in the same, and it was also on a US 9, and
Like,
that's satisfying.
I-
It was
it
that
is.
quick,
It
and you're
is.
like,
It's-
woohoo,
yeah.
I made all
well,
this
and a
sweater.
short
And a
sleeve.
short sleeve.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and this
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Nice.
Love it.
Really
Nice.
nice. All right,
Laura.
speaking of not short or satisfying, satisfying in the end, this is my
So
cocoa
good.
vest, and it is by Banna Kavanaugh. And I mentioned last time we were at Nash Fest and Yarnbirds was there. Loved virtually everything that they had there, and Robin, one of the owners,
I think she's one of the owners.
Yes.
I'm not
was wearing this, and I really was taken with it. I didn't buy it, and I think I mentioned then when I really kept thinking about it after we left, I was like, I'm gonna order it from Yarnbirds because that's where I saw it.
It's like a good Broadway play. You just kept thinking
Yes,
about it.
yes.
She did. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's knit in Walcott Opus yarn. It's splashed white, and I actually think that this is like a deep charcoal. It looks black, but I forget what the color name is. I meant to look it up. Anyway, so it's bottom up till here, and then you do the back and forth, and then the triangles of the front back and forth. I'm going to tell you, purling color work on the back, not so fun, but worth it. And then I
don't
used.
know, but did your eyes play tricks on you with
Yeah.
that?
Right?
So there were definitely times when I had to go back, but the beauty of this was I realized really quickly. I never had to go back. Like I would just be like on this section. I'm like, wait,
Whoops,
like
yeah.
it's not
Opposite,
working.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not. You kind of get into a rhythm and.
Okay.
So then the challenging part was I had finished the body, I had knit the back, I had knit one of the sides, and so I was here, right? And I was like, God, I don't have a lot of the white left. So I weighed the white before I knit one side, and I used more than half of what I had left. So I knew I couldn't
bummer.
do.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, darn it. So I just sent an email saying I ran, what I was knitting, and that I needed a second skein of the white, gave the dye lot. And then Robin gets back to me, she goes, oh my God, it's Laura from the Knitting Posse. I didn't realize when you ordered it. And I was like, how did she know? But she had watched our podcast. So I was like, I'm so bummed because I literally needed about a couple of yards of white, but I couldn't, I couldn't do it without it. I would have had one side like be black. I don't know. And so, of course, it comes in 100-gram skeins. And I was like, look, it's not your fault. She was like, oh, I feel so bad. I'm like, she's like, I wish I had small skeins of it. I'm like, yeah. So, and I had leftover black, and I have now almost all of the whole skein of white. So it's fine. But then she was like, I just came back from a show, and the bus is at the whatever. And she said, I can't get it for you.
Yarnbirds is a
It's
bus.
a bus.
It's a
Yes,
bus, and
yes,
it was,
yes,
I think
so
she got
cute.
a flat tire or something
Oh,
like that.
no.
It was in the shop somewhere, and I said, no stress, I'm going to start something else. And then, when I received it, I finished my other project. And then I went back to this and I had to like get my brain
back.
back.
Yeah.
And then you just do, the ribbing.
It's stunning.
I love it. But
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
because I think she felt bad that I had to pay for a whole more thing, she sent, oopsie, shoot, I'm losing it. She sent 3 of everything, so I'm guessing that this is for you to share.
Yeah, this is
little
so
bags.
So cute.
And then some progress keepers.
Yes, here.
I swear there were 6 of
Yeah,
these.
I have.
5. I swear there were 6.
Yeah, this probably is.
Some little
Look how
progress
cute.
keepers.
I love all the yarn in there.
Oh my
I
god,
do
I
too.
can't. Amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
That's where we brought the bags.
We got this
that
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
Like I was not tempted by a lot of things at Nash Fest just because I
Look how
went
cute
in
that is.
with
I know,
an
it's
idea
adorable.
of
It's the same thing on the.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
Cute.
anyway, so she
Cute,
sent
Robin.
that for all of
Thank
us.
you.
And here's the 6th one. I knew there was 6 of them.
So cute.
I'm pretty sure
Smart
that wasn't
idea. Just get in your car and drive and pull
and have it all.
and it's
oh
all
my God.
right
set
there.
up. Yeah.
Michael, we need a van.
Oh dear Lord.
Who's driving it?
No.
Michael,
Is he the
Yeah,
driver?
he's
You
the
think you drive
driver.
a big bus like that?
we
happily?
rent a van when we
Oh,
go.
okay.
So
Oh,
we do
so
it.
we need-
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I see. No,
yeah.
there's a progress
Yeah.
creeper and
Yeah.
a stitch
Thank
marker.
you. Oh, great.
So there's
Thank
one
you.
of each
Yeah,
for each of
sorry.
us. So anyway, then I finished it and Remy must be the mailman.
It'll end
So I sorry.
It'll end in a second.
Go ahead.
Carry
on.
It's just your father.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I finished this and I was really sad because then it got really hot and humid. And today I was like, oh my God, I get to wear it. But I'm going to be putting it away soon because it's definitely woolly. It's so soft.
It's really soft.
It's
beautiful.
so
Gorgeous
good.
yarn.
Now,
I mean,
Max and
Yes.
Vincent carry that yarn also.
wall cut.
I
generally.
believe
does-
so, yeah.
so does
Yeah.
Pick Up
Yeah.
Every
So does
Stick.
Pick Up Every
It's
Stick, yeah.
a
I
sport
wonder if
weight.
knitting place.
It's
I don't know.
gorgeous yarn.
Yeah, it's
I will
beautiful.
definitely would want to make something in this yarn again.
It's beautiful.
definitely. So
Beautiful.
very happy in the end. It took a while. Purling color work backwards, not fun. Totally worth it though.
Doable.
Love it.
Totally worth it.
Love
so
it.
that's me.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Okay.
wearing.
What are you wearing?
I forgot. I forgot me.
I know.
I am wearing my Ghost in the Orchard vest. This is a Thea Coleman pattern. It was knit in Bare Naked Wool's Kent worsted. Sorry, my big scar there, that's my battle wound from Spartan. It's so cabley and delicious. So this one is knit the same way as that. You knit it from the bottom up to the armpits, and then you have to do the pattern back and forth for the V-neck
Oh my
and for
God.
the back. You're not cabling on the purl side.
okay.
Yeah, you could.
But so I had a few knitting students that did this. So my tip for you, if you ever want to knit this vest, which I highly recommend, do the back first, because then you're used to doing the purl side of the pattern, and then do the front pieces 2 at a time. Because
smart.
if you do them 2 at a time, your cables will line up,
Yeah.
your decreases will line up.
That's
So
smart.
you just need 2 balls of yarn, and so I probably would have done that the same way.
That would have been 4
Yeah,
months of yarn.
I still
don't
would have
know.
done it the same way.
It was a lot for my brain to be doing, because
Yeah.
it wasn't just that you were purling or knitting as
pattern was opposite.
you were
right?
still patterning.
Yes.
And your
patterning.
pattern was
Yes.
opposite the way it printed in color, correct? So
Exactly.
your black was actually
Yeah.
white, and your white. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know what? up
Well,
here,
so
we're
it's the same thing with this, because the knits are pearls and the pearls are knits on the back, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Lot
So
of
that's
pain,
why I
lot-
do the back first,
Yeah.
and then you go and
This-
do
yeah,
the
this-
front, because
yeah.
it's
I
a
wonder
little
if
more
our Rhineback
thinking.
sweater is the same way.
Probably,
Okay.
but I'm getting to that next.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's what I'm
This
wearing.
is such a good one.
It is a good one, and I
I
really like it. I
still haven't used
it's
that.
great
I
yarn.
know, I need to
You
use
would
it.
love
I know.
it.
You would.
I know.
It's-
I just
yeah,
haven't
no.
really figured out
It's
the.
super springy, and like
This will be your
Great.
yarn for, you could buy it in Rhinebeck this year.
yeah,
Like start
Yes.
thinking up something that you want to
Yeah,
do.
it's really
exactly.
good, and the cables are on the back too. Like,
No, it's
all-
awesome.
It's gorgeous.
really
Mm.
Her designs are so good.
She's so
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
clever.
Love it.
Clever.
Okay.
All right.
Whips.
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 That's all I have.
Okay.
So I'm
All right.
embarrassed to show you.
Fine.
And it's the last time I'm going to show you this.
Oh.
It's the double knit scarf for my nephew Shay. It's almost done. It's just so boring, you guys. It's such a slog. It's so boring. Cardiff Cashmere yarn. The yarn's great. The pattern's great. Everything's great. It's just double knitting, and it's not
Takes a long
fun.
time.
And
Yeah.
it's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I love him clearly.
Yeah.
So that
A
I
lot.
won't show that again until it's done. His birthday's in August, so he'll get it then. What I am knitting in my little bag from Yarn Birds
So cute.
is an Avenue Tee by Tori Yu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
know.
forgot you were gonna do
I
that.
know, I did too. So this is in
got
Julie
it.
Asselin Fino Pacifique.
Beautiful.
I'm
Such
doing
a
the
good
round. I know it's a little. I need to trim it. When
Yeah,
it's
be
done.
careful though when you do that.
Yeah, it
So
is
beautiful.
Julie Asselin Fino. A really pretty bright color. I'm not alternating skeins of yarn, and
I think you're fine.
I think
I
I'm
think
fine.
you're good.
Whatever.
I don't see a line.
No, I don't
no.
either.
I think you're good.
Again, it's a US 4, so now I'm just on the stockinette
Yeah.
part, and it's like French Open.
Oh,
I sat on my butt for 4 hours
It
yesterday.
was 5.5 hours.
All right, I sat on my butt 5.5 hours.
It was
the best tennis match I've ever seen, and ever
Totally
probably
agree.
will see.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
And the women's match was incredible as well, but
Yeah.
the men's match was
Men's was
epic.
epic. So,
Fifth set tie break.
oh my god, it was amazing.
Unbelievable.
So
close
happy
to
to
it.
knit that. And like she gives you 2 versions, the round neck and the
Oh
V
yeah,
neck.
I like that.
I don't have a picture of it, but Avenue Tee, like I said, by Tori Yu.
She's adorable, and I
She's
really
adorable.
like her
I do
designs.
too. I like her designs.
Very
I think
kind
it's a
of Muslim-
classic,
yeah, simple.
but elevated. You
Mhm.
know, not your grandmother's tradition. You
She
know,
lives in New
it's
York.
beautiful.
You know, she's gotta
She's
look cool.
cool.
Yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah.
And then Laura, of course, I had to copy your CMC sweater by Yan from, I'm not even going to pronounce her last name, from
No.
Doyleston Yarns. Yeah, I had this yarn.
You did.
I did. I had it. It was Blue Sky Fiber. It's worsted in the colorway Powder Puff.
Is that the right one?
And I bought it in Charlotte Yarn once when I went down to visit Emma, and had it. Isn't it soft?
It's really
So
soft.
yours was
It was
Aaron.
extra
extra.
poofy. Yeah.
I mean, I swatched it. I made gauge, so I'm like,
Awesome.
that's okay. And I had this pink. I'm like, what am I gonna do with it?
oh,
There you go.
You guys, Leslie,
Yeah.
Well, she did a brighter pink. This
Right.
is a much
Hers is
softer
in the extra
pink.
yarn.
Yes.
Yeah, hers in the exact yarn. Yours is
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a slightly
Great pattern.
It's
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Such an easy pattern to
Yeah.
follow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice. Like I picture myself down at the ocean, one night.
I like the raglan.
Yeah, the raglan's
It's
really pretty.
Yeah, it's
Oops,
a nice
there we go.
detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst part will be doing sleeves, but one isn't that the worst part.
Not
So
bad.
that's US
2 to
8
10.
needles. I'm doing the 3rd size. What size did you do? Do you remember? I figure 1 or 2. You always.
Oh, never 1, 2 or
2,
3.
2 or
usually.
3.
2 or
Okay.
3. Depends.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Probably
But-
2.
So again, already
really
split. So now it's just
Yeah.
knit away.
Yep.
I could use another tennis match or 2.
You have to wait for Wimbledon.
I'm gonna
which
have to
is
wait.
Another one.
No, I will be wearing this not at Wimbledon, but while watching it.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
yeah,
it's beautiful.
that was
It's
it.
a
Yeah,
great,
really pretty.
great
2
design.
sweaters though. I know on the needles.
Look at you.
I know. Well, a size 4. I needed.
Yeah.
I want to finish something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe if I stopped casting stuff on, I would finish.
Well, now that you're not working for
Right.
now.
Right.
you
Honestly,
know,
I
have
didn't
more
knit for
knitting
like
time.
a month straight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy.
yeah, it is
crazy.
crazy. So I'll be catching up soon. That's it for my whips.
Laura.
All right, so a little while ago, Kate and I went to pick up every stitch, and I saw, was it the freestyle? Very,
Yeah,
very
yes,
plain.
we were,
Yes,
we were
yes.
both making the freestyle. I was gonna do it in that blue Julie Asselin yarn, and then I switched
Yes.
gears when I
Yeah.
saw Tori Yu.
So Karen had made it in this gorgeous yarn, but I didn't really like any of the colors. They were very dark and kind of moody, and I was like, not really loving it for summer. And so then I actually bought to make that this lovely Isayer Marilyn, which is 80% wool and 20% flax, which I
really
have
pretty.
to say I love. Obviously, it's got some dark undertones. The wool from whatever sheep it must have been. The sheep must have been dark, and it does kind of shed on what I'm wearing when I'm knitting it. So I don't know why, but I just kind of decided that I didn't want the freestyle tee. I think, like, I love very classic plain things, but I'm kind of at a point right now, and I'll alternate.
It's so similar to this one.
Yeah,
that's
but
why I
yes.
didn't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
I
already have
just,
that.
like, sometimes it's like, I don't want to just knit. Like, I want a little challenge. So
This is
I looked up, this is
What a
called
beautiful
the
swatch.
Minto Tee, and it is
Pull back a
by
little bit. It's losing.
There's the lighting.
Knit
It's light, yeah.
This is what the
It's
tee
really
looks
good.
like. And I think what I did was I looked up the yarn on Ravelry and started looking at what people made. And when I came
smart.
across
That's-
a
yep.
couple people made it,
Yep, really
because it's
cute.
not the yarn specified in this. And I just was like, ooh, I love it. So hard. If you can see, there's like these double
Yes,
cables and they
yes.
stagger
Yes.
between.
Does it pop
the
out?
rows.
Yeah, look.
Like, oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, look at this. Is called a swatch.
What?
yeah. Well, I'm really glad I did, because
you
when I
told us
tell
that.
you that when I knit this swatch, the width-wise, was about 4.5 inches.
Oh wow.
Because what you can see is
It's like an accordion.
like it's
it
like
expands.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
have to like aggressively
Yeah.
block this.
Yeah.
But I'm
Super cute.
and this is, as I've told you guys, it's my favorite construction, where you knit the back, you do this diagonal shoulder detail, and then you pick up the fronts and knit down. I've joined for the front, obviously, on the right side.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
You know, I've got a little ways to go to then, you know, be all the way in the round. But I'm loving this, and
It's
I
great.
was knitting this while watching tennis, and I have to say,
Yeah.
like, I was like,
The tennis
"Oh."
you had to watch every point.
You had to,
like,
and
yeah.
I had to be really careful, and a couple times I had to go back a little bit and
Take
like,
a
oh, I
cable
forgot to do it, or I forgot to do a cable or something like that. But yeah, the Minto Tee by Knitonomy,
Oops. You okay?
beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
I
She's
spilled my water in my lap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
yeah, I'm excited about that, and it's an interesting knit. It's fun
Yeah.
to knit, so I'm sure I'll do plenty more stockinette, but
Yeah.
you know.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I have 0 whips.
What?
I know.
Because
I
you
know.
finished everything.
I literally
Do you want
just
some?
finished.
I have some.
No, I literally just finished something 5 minutes before I came here.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yep. So
This hair of mine,
0 whips. right now.
Congratulations.
I know. I know.
Wow.
I'm so excited. Okay.
So you have nothing at home, like nothing in the
Nothing.
bags. and,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I lied.
Patrick,
All right.
you
I
have
lied.
some
You lied.
No. I have one. I only have one. So I started the Harlow flip hat, which is the Andrea Mowry brioche hat that
Ooh.
people did over Memorial Day weekend. It was like a bang out one of these hats over Memorial Day weekend. One of my students did it, and she was having problems doing it. And I hadn't done brioche in I can't remember how long. So I'm like, I need to practice it. And so I started to do it. And I'm like literally
I
this
feel
far.
like that
I
doesn't
did
count. That's like work.
Okay,
That's
so
a
all
whip.
right, so then
Yeah,
no, I have no
okay.
whips.
Okay,
I have
good.
0. I don't keep whips. Oh, actually, no, that's not true again. I have a secret whip, but I can't show you or talk about it
Oh.
Can you tell us later?
later after the
Okay,
podcast.
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have any whips at home either, right?
You know what I have, and I was going to get to that in my future knitting. I definitely have like scarves and cowls that I'm like, oh, I always want to have like something fun to knit in case I need to take a break, and I get so into my sweater, vest, whatever, summer tee, and my goal is this summer to knock a few of those out.
Okay.
I'm not knitting after I finish this Minto Tee. I'm not knitting any more sweaters.
You heard it here, folks.
For the summer, for like
Wait, you got to do your rhyme bit.
All
Yes.
right.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. So
Lied.
that
I
last-
already lied.
Already lies.
You know what?
Yeah,
This
see?
podcast is
I
full
could
of lies.
I could
I know,
knit that
sorry.
in September.
You could.
I mean,
You
I definitely, obviously, I need
Yeah.
to have that for
You
ride
could.
back.
We'll
but,
get to our
yeah.
ride backs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
no
so I
Fs.
have zero. Well, I have
Zero
zero
FOs.
whips.
I have no zero FOs.
What is going on
okay.
here?
I know.
Okay,
I know.
Laura, FOs.
Okay, so while I was waiting for this yarn to come so that I could finish this,
She just whipped up a sweater.
I knit
Who
this.
are you?
I know. The Maritime Tee. I
Wow.
gotta tell you, like
It's
knitting
so
short
good.
sleeves is
It's
so good.
so fun.
So,
That's an awesome
I-
sweater.
Ordered this. This is
Leslie friend, she's gonna knit this. I know.
This is the Maritime Tee by Cheryl Mokhtari.
That's the perfect sweater.
It's
really
knit.
cute.
I'm going to tell you the construction of this. It's going to be really hard to explain. It's definitely one of those cast on here. You know, you get your diagonal line and then you pick up, but it's so hard. Then no, you cast on the back, then you cast on the front, but then you pick up the sleeve.
Oh,
Like,
you make
it
a
was
tap sleeve.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's-
hard to do.
Were there short rows in the sleeve?
No, because you pick
okay.
up along this
I see. Yep.
finished line, and so then once
Wow.
you start, all your stripes line up after you
Wow.
go. It was.
Oh.
I would
Oh.
use this construction on even a plain sweater,
Tell
or
me
it was
the
knit
name
for.
of it again.
It's called the Maritime Tee, and it's
Ah.
Biche Bouche Le Petit Organic Cotton.
I want this.
I'm a little bit bummed that I wish.
Bye.
See ya. I wish the white. It's a natural white and a gray. I would love
looks
a
like
version
white,
of
yeah.
this, a white, and a blue.
You don't look good in this color, Laura.
I
should
kind of
keep that.
don't.
You do look good in this
I
color. You just love a
love
white
this
good.
sweater,
I
and
know,
it's
yeah.
I
It's
do
good.
prefer a white,
It's good.
but
Yeah.
it's beautiful, and this is
Really
exactly the colors of the sample that she knit, and I just copied that.
Damn you.
Off white and dark gray. It's a fingering. You could use a
Killing
lot
me.
of different fingering. It's so good.
Oh, I thought it was navy.
It's a
No, it's a dark
Amazing.
gray.
Must have
It
mud in
looks
my eye.
bluish. No, it's a dark gray.
yeah,
but,
I see it now.
This is
they didn't have a navy. I would have taken a navy.
This
but
is
in
still
this
No,
blue.
yarn,
I'm glad you did the black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
You have so
and
much
it's-
navy.
Although,
know, I am
Sorry.
Who am I? Knitting black and white.
I'm rubbing off.
Yeah, it's
good.
really good. I love the construction.
You've worn it already, haven't you?
I have not. I just finished this.
Well, you have to
fairly
go out, I
recently.
guess.
How
You have
was
to go
it
out.
knitting with the cotton? Like, is
Really
it?
fine.
It was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a.
Biche Bouche, you said?
It's not like a
It's an
stiff.
No, it
cotton?
wasn't stiff.
Yeah, okay.
Washed it and dried it? Did you put it
I
in the dryer?
washed it, air dried it, and I felt it was a tiny bit loose,
So
and so I put it in the dryer for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just a little bit to you know,
Nice.
but yeah,
Nice.
Oh,
it's good.
I'm so mad
It's
you
really
made that.
You
Because now I
should
have
be
to
mad.
make it.
Oh, well, you can.
Okay. Or
It's
just
pretty
borrow
fun.
it.
I'm telling you, I loved this construction, and I was trying to figure out, like, you read the instructions, and I was like,
What the?
Yeah.
And then when I finally like looked and realized like that you
What's
do the front and the
that's
back, but then you
perfect for you
pick
because
up.
it gives you a shape on your
A
shoulder.
shoulder,
that
yeah.
you,
It's
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
fabulous, yeah.
It's good.
And then you're doing like raglan shaping, so it's not
Yeah.
like I can't explain. So I didn't split for the sleeves
Until there.
here.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've done
yes,
a sweater like
yes.
that.
Yeah, so it's not like
Yeah.
I thought
You-
they call it a cap sleeve when
yeah, I
you
don't
pick up
know.
like
It's
that.
awesome. It's just a great.
My favorite cardigan, that my pal, that
Yes.
had that
Oh.
construction also.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really
I don't
good.
think I've ever done one that way.
No.
Yeah, I love that, and it's knit for fingering, and you could easily turn that into a long sleeve sweater, you know, by just going. So, I love
Ugh.
the construction of that.
It's really
really, really good.
Bravo.
So-
Love it. I can't believe you finished it. And this.
Well, yeah.
She
Yeah,
doesn't. She
I know.
didn't go to Maine. She
No,
didn't go
she-
to.
I'm not selling yarn. I'm not going to festivals.
You know,
Okay.
a few 18 holes there, here and there.
Yeah.
I know I don't generally knit during the day. I
Yeah,
did over
yeah.
the weekend because of the tennis, but usually it's like late afternoon, evening. But I'm also
Okay.
like a fast knitter, so
You are.
You are a
fascinating.
fast knitter. I am
so
a super
I get
slow knitter.
I get through things faster.
Okay.
FOs.
FOs.
I did.
Zero.
I had none. You-
Okay. FOs.
She
You
did.
just
my
did.
info.
Okay. Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Cupcake.
folks. All right, folks.
Let's go.
FOs. Okay, I have a couple of FOs. All right, my first FO are Rich's socks.
Cute.
This
Has he worn these recently?
no.
Okay, good.
This
like, I'm touching the feet.
No,
and,
this
you know.
is knit in Woolens and Nosh Glow Bug color.
So cute.
And I
so
didn't use
good.
any contrasting heels, toes, or cuffs. I just used all of the yarn to make it. He loves them.
And you're not embarrassed for him to wear them with his Birkenstocks instead of his...
No, exactly. Instead of his Puma socks from Costco. He put them on his feet and he literally said, "What yarn is this? These are really comfortable." And then I told him what yarn it was, and I'm like, she dyes these stripes by hand. And he's been around the block enough to know, like, oh my God, that's incredible.
not easy.
Yeah. So I need to order more colors, and Kevin and Ray, you need to get Trisket out.
She sells this at Scan.
Seasell by the seashore.
Does she?
Ooh.
No, I think she just did a trunk show.
Well, I don't know. I think she kept some there.
All right,
Well, you let me know.
if she does, I'm gonna get some. But anyway, he loves them and they look much better than his Puma socks. And again, I knit them from a tube that we cranked at Rhinebeck last year. I did the heels, toes, and cuffs, and I kind of know his foot measurements now, so I don't need to measure. And they're super
Looks
cute.
great.
And look at the little bullseye heels.
Oh.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that is my FO number 1. My FO number 2 is not with me. My FO number 2 was a charity knit for an organization called Kevin's Afterglow.
Aww.
And it's navy. It's really hard to see. It's navy and white stripes. So in the organization's logo, Kevin, who took his own life a few years ago, he is wearing a hat that's navy and has a white stripe in it. And so every year they do a charity golf auction. And so for the past few years I've made a blue and white striped hat. But the message that on the website from Kevin's Afterglow is, if you could try to make someone's life a little bit better, try to be a little kinder, a little more giving, then you could make all the difference for someone who really needs it. So that was something I just whipped up. My last, and see, look, I have it under whips in my show notes.
Right.
But
that's how fresh it is.
She
sat in the driveway and finished it.
Are you ready?
Dum, dum,
This
dum.
is, let me find the picture. This is Rich's sweater.
Single malt.
The Single Malt by Max the Knitter. I knit mine
Paper's gotten a little
in
crumpled.
the Core Worsted by Upland Fiber Co. I do not have a ball band with me.
Nice and plain.
It is 50, well, I can tell you what it is.
I can.
It is 50% Cormo, 50% Coriadale, thus the name Core. And it is 100% delicious and squishy. And it's a good thing it's 100% delicious and squishy, because
She spent a lot of time with
I
it.
started it and I got like to here, and then I ripped that out and restarted it because I wasn't getting gauge. And that was fine. Then I finished to underneath the arms and started the sleeves. I do my sleeves 2 at a time. Finished the sleeves, and the whole time I'm like, they're too tight. They're too tight. Michael's like, no, they're fine. Kim's like, no, they're fine.
Don't block out.
They did not block out. They were not fine, and I should have listened to myself and ripped back. So I ripped back the sleeves. I finished the body, and then just 10 minutes ago, I finished the sleeves.
This
Wait,
So
it's literally a labor of love.
Done.
that is a great
is
sweater.
done. So
Is this
This is what I meant, Jay.
Yes.
With the whole.
So does
sleeve.
that mean I have to make one for
Yes,
this?
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to wear them together.
yeah. So I have no pictures. It's not been blocked yet. It literally just came off the needles. And this is how much yarn I have left.
Wow.
Oh, that's it?
This is it right here.
Wow.
That's it. Like I
can't wait to see it after you block it.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
You're going to
good.
post a
Yeah.
picture of Rich wearing it, right?
I will.
Of course.
Yeah.
With his
He
socks.
knows.
Make sure
So
he puts pants
he
on.
he and Devin know that if they want something knit for them, that's the payment. It
That's
has to
not
be.
bad payment.
I know, right?
That's a
so
great
it's-
You could
sweater.
go bigger than that.
I know, right?
Well, yeah, I did actually.
You
Kind
did.
of.
You got-
So
yeah.
yeah.
I love that pattern. I thought it was a fun knit.
It was.
I thought it went
It was.
faster than I thought it was going to be. Did you? Well,
I
if you
agree.
didn't take
So
yours out
I
during
agree.
time.
No, I agree. Because of the the texture pattern. It's like I think it's a broken moss stitch. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And so it's like knit one, purl one, knit one row, purl one, knit one row.
Right.
So with all the knit one, purl ones, I thought it was going to be a pain in the ass, and it really was
No, I
not
agree.
at all. It went really quickly.
Beautiful.
It's super like squishy and bouncy,
I
and
think you could share
I
that.
love.
I feel like you could
Yeah,
wear
you
that.
could wear that. Probably.
I could, you know what though?
Just
I
shoulder.
Too
tried
tight
it
on your
on.
neck.
No, it's not too tight on my neck. It comes down. Here, I'll show you. I'll put it on.
Yeah.
It comes down lower on the neck. It's the body for me that doesn't fit me right. So Rich tried it on last night, and it looks much better
all
on
in your
him.
You
shoes.
need more pecs.
Oh my god,
Then
you
it
got
looks-
it all in your shoes.
I do need more pecs. Yeah. So see, there.
Oh, it's not bad.
See, it's not well with the vest
Yeah,
under.
but-
Oh my
yeah,
god,
the
I'm like
sweater.
melting already. But see, like I need
beautiful.
like it on
There's
him.
no
It's more
shape.
like a triangle. Like
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
me, it's
yeah.
like too much here.
Yeah. It's meant.
But-
yeah.
You could
Yeah.
borrow it
Yeah.
on a
I'm
Yeah.
chilly cold.
No,
days.
well,
sitting next to
so-
Kim on the beach.
Michael has already like called dibs on borrowing it for different festivals, so
Yeah,
I can be
yeah.
sharing the sweater. They're about the same size, so I'm like, okay, that was very warm. But
Great job.
it's done. It's done. So now I can go home and wind yarn for something else.
For something
Make
for
something
you.
for
I'm
you.
so
yeah.
excited. Yeah, I'm gonna do my Rhinebeck sweater next.
Yeah, good. Let's talk about that.
Okay, let's.
'Cause that's-
So Rhinebeck, we are going to make the Grapefruit Pink Lady by Thea Coleman, Baby Cocktails.
I saw a girl wearing that at Cake Palooza. We were walking into Cake
Yes.
Palooza, and I might have attacked her. And I'm like, "That's so
What is
beautiful! I
Yes.
love it." And then I'm like, "Oh, we love Thea."
Yes.
So perfect.
So that's what we all
that
decided
is
to
gonna
make.
be what we are making.
Correct.
and Sue
Yes.
and whoever wants to else join
Yes.
us.
Carrie, I think, is going to make one,
Mhm.
and maybe Teresa. Not sure.
Okay, but,
But, yeah.
anybody wants to join us?
Yes, please.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Our color theme is
Bluish
Bluish
greenish.
greenish.
Yes. I hope I picked the right color because apparently I can't see
You're pretty
colors
green.
anymore.
You're pretty green.
What, black?
Yeah. So I'm knitting mine in the Upland Fiber Co. Core Worsted in the colorway Verdigris. And
It's brighter than that in person. Than what
That's
she
pretty
is.
good right
It's
there.
actually
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Laura,
yeah,
you
so
picked
I'm really
a
excited.
color already,
I
right?
actually have two.
Did you
Trying to
Did you bring
decide.
them or
No,
no?
I totally forgot.
Okay, but what
It'll
was
be a
it? I
surprise.
forgot.
There was a Utopia yarn,
right.
and also
Is that the same one that Ray's
Yeah,
using?
so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boys are
the dragon
making,
scales or something.
yes,
yeah.
And I think I'm leaning towards another one, and I'm totally
Okay.
blanking on what it was.
Okay.
It's definitely more of a blue green that I think I'd wear more.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
looking for. Something
Are
that I
you?
really want to wear more. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do
I don't
Green
have a
Mountain
lot of
Spinnery. I
green.
found
Oh,
that. Yeah,
pretty.
there was a nice. Maybe it was a mountain mohair. I can't remember, but
It's mountain mohair, or probably weekend wool, one of those.
I'm not sure which
Yeah.
colorway it was.
Yeah.
There
Cool.
were two. But I know what you mean, Laura. Like I want to make this vest.
Yes.
Ideally, I'd probably make it in black or blue or
Exactly.
I know.
So
I know.
last year when you guys had already made them, the Gambier, like
That's not my vibe. I know.
It's
Yeah.
I've
not.
gotta
It
make
just
things
doesn't.
that I'm
It
gonna
doesn't
wear.
fit
Yeah.
me well,
Mhm.
and I just want to be careful. That was a huge thing. The vest. I mean, I'm so into vests lately. Like it's just so fun. Like today's kind of chilly, but my arms are
The
fine.
vest is
and
warm enough.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm into vests right now.
Yeah. it's
And I
good.
finally figured out, took me however long, to actually put away my woolens in two different bins, and one is going to be
vest
spring,
bins.
spring, fall, like so
Yeah.
vests and or lighter sweaters, and then because I'm all, whatever, and then like my really truly winter sweaters are going in a different bin so that I pull one out.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, good idea.
But yeah, I'm into vests.
Did you?
So
You didn't
fun.
get your yarn yet?
I did not
for
get it
okay.
yet.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that'll probably be my next cast on just to get it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and wind this
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay.
So excited to be done with this. this sweater. It's a great pattern.
You've still got ends to weave
I
in
have a ton
and
of ends to
blocking
weave in,
and-
but I'll block it. And I actually
So
texted Max to see if he had seen me. I posted a video on Instagram of me ripping out the sleeves. And
With a scar
I
on her face.
texted I texted Max at one point, like, did you see my video? And he's like, no. So I said I had to redo the sleeves. They were too tight. And I said, you need to go to the gym.
Build up those
So,
pecs.
Yeah.
He
biceps.
laughed. Yeah. So that is our Rhinebeck sweater. What else do we need to talk about? Acquisitions.
I don't have any.
Laura.
Well, so I was going to say, so I have said it, and I'm really, truly going to work on it for the rest of the summer, in addition to trying to finish some of my scarves and cowls that I've got lingering. I really want to start making socks, and I want to knit socks, and I showed last time, and I've just been knitting these summer things, but once I'm done with the one I'm doing, I think I showed last time the Easy Heel Color Block Socks by Pearl Soho. And then Earth Tone Girls, Denise, is coming out with a book that comes out in August that I've pre-ordered called No Fear Sock Knitting.
Oh, there you go.
And I want to get to the point, like, people who really knit socks, they know
They knit
exactly
socks, yes.
what size, they know exactly how many stitches they need, they know exactly how long
Oh
the
yeah,
foot needs
Kevin
to be.
and Ray, they're
And
like,
I think it's just a process
Yeah.
that you have to get to. And I have a good amount of sock yarn because over the years I keep thinking I'm going to knit socks, and I'm just determined to
it's happening.
really try. And I just feel like summer's a really good time because who wants to knit a woolly
And
sweater?
I know you're not a big travel knitter, but I
No.
think you could bring that
Yes.
with you on, you
Yes.
know, you've got to knit
Yes.
while you're in Scandinavia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
I feel like you've said that though for the last.
But
I know,
socks.
but I just have to get over
You
my
gotta
fear.
manifest it.
So I
It's
actually
happening.
bought, because I don't love 9-inch circulars.
Yeah.
They hurt my fingers.
Yeah.
And
So
you
I
don't love
actually-
I
magic
don't love
glue?
magic lube.
Yeah, so I actually got some, I think they're carbons.
Are they the flexi
Flexi
flips?
flips?
No, I do have
Oh.
flexi flips. I really have tried just about everything. Just the double pointed needles.
Oh.
Hoping
Old
that,
school.
well, but yes, hoping that they're grippy enough.
The square, are they the square ones?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm going to try.
Mia does just double
I
pointed
know.
needle,
That's
right?
what made me.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
we had brunch together that day,
Yeah.
I was like, I was watching her. She was knitting on double pointed needles, and I
Yeah.
was like, maybe that's really the way I need to
Yeah.
make socks. So
Yeah, old school.
I'm really
Yeah.
I'm going to try this summer. I'm going to try, and maybe I'll still hate it. And maybe it just, but I have sock yarn, and now I think I have every version of needle possible to knit them,
to
and I'm
try.
just going to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know why. There's absolutely nothing wrong with cranking a tube and doing this, but I just, I want to knit socks.
I'm gonna
I
stick to
do
the
not want to
cranking.
knit them at all. Like, not even this
Exactly.
much. Yeah.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Okay, so I have like,
Oh
I know,
gosh, it's all
my,
It's
my
all
small
up in
little
yarn.
tangled balls of yarn are everywhere
There you
around
go.
me. I do have one acquisition.
okay.
I think her name was Sherry from Struckit reached out to us on the on our Instagram DMs like months ago now. And she asked if we wanted to try a Struckit. So a Struckit is a strainer / bucket that you can use for blocking your knits. So
Soaking.
I got one.
I'm kind
soaking.
of obsessed.
Yes, it's very cool. So this is what it looks like, and inside there's the strainer.
Like a pasta strainer.
Like this. It is like a pasta strainer.
But
But
like-
look, it can hook on the side so that
So
as it's like dripping, and then it's like a cooler because you have this little thing on the
Oh.
side, so you can hold it over the sink, and it just will push it over the sink, and it just will all the water will drain out.
I really
Isn't it
want one.
cool?
That's great.
Well,
So-
you know where you can get one.
I used it. I blocked. What did I block in it? I blocked a sweater. And then I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, Devin brought his white sweater home and it needed to be refreshed. So I blocked that and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So then I was like, what else can I block or rinse or wash?
Yeah.
So I cleaned all of my hats. Like I
Wow.
don't usually wash my hats when I finish
After,
them.
yeah.
So
Not
I,
even
I,
after you.
No, I don't really.
You
No.
don't block them?
nope,
Nope.
nope.
It depends if there's a pattern
If
on
there's
it.
a
I have
reason,
balloons
yeah.
in my junk drawer just for
Just for
that.
Just for that, yeah.
And you have to
But
be
I
careful
did-
not to blow them up.
I
too big.
did the I did block
Unless
when
you're
I-
making a hat for Desmond.
Then it can't
then
be
you gotta
big
blow, yeah. I did block. I made the Alaska hat, so I did block that when
right.
I made it.
Because it was color.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
color work. But here I'll show you a picture of. So the Stockinette, it worked really well. I put the wash in and from our Woolen & Co.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of swoosh it around in there, and
Do you
then
still have that discount code going?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay,
So
Woolen.
I believe we'll link it below it, but I think it's Posse 15. But wait,
There's more.
Sherry from Stockinette offered a discount for our viewers. So
Am I a viewer?
Yes, you
yes.
are.
So the discount for this is also Posse 15, and
Nice.
it's all capital letters. Again, we'll link it below for 15% off. So if
I'm
you
definitely
would like
gonna
to
look
order
how light
one,
it is.
it's really
Yeah,
light.
it's pretty light.
Yeah.
And you could do a pretty big sweater in that.
Oh,
You
God,
really
yeah.
could,
You
yeah.
could do probably like 2 sweaters.
I'm
Maybe
looking-
not a Gambier.
No. Well,
No, but I did, so I blocked. This is Devin's white sweater, the Jaden, and I blocked that in there. And then
I like this.
isn't
I
it
do
cool?
Yeah.
It was so helpful. 'Cause
Did you push
my-
down on the sweater? when it
I
was in
did
there?
when I was taking it out.
Yeah.
My kitchen sink, sometimes the drain doesn't
Mhm.
like hold the water in, so I go back in like 10 minutes and the water is all drained out
I
of
hate
it,
that.
and I'm like, ah. So this like solves all my problems.
Wait, you were doing them in the kitchen sink?
Yeah, I have a little bar sink on my island.
Yeah.
So I do them
too.
there.
Where do you do yours?
Yeah.
I have a bucket, but not a Stockinette. I just
Oh,
have a plastic thing, but I
so-
love the strainer.
Yeah, no, I
Lift
do
it
mine
out, squeeze
right
it.
in the like a wet
So
bar
here's my
sink.
Oh wow.
Here's my
There you go.
yeah. So here's
Got it.
my there it is. Yeah. So I have it like that. Those are all my hats sitting in the Stockinette over the sink. You do have to make sure that you push it far enough over the sink when you drain it, because the drain
nozzle.
if it's not all the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so then I put them all out on the mat to dry.
Nice.
And yeah, so
Sturdy,
now all
too.
my hats are refreshed.
Nice.
And
Do you want me
really
to drop
excited.
this thing off so you
Yeah.
can block it?
No, I'm gonna go home and put Rich's sweater in
Yeah.
it, like right now.
Do you weave in your ends before or after you block?
So
Good
the only
question.
ends I have here, because you can spit splice this. I mean, they're long and they're all tangled now. Are here,
Yeah.
the two at the end of the sleeves,
Oh,
and
so
this
all
one.
your
So there's
joins-
nothing
yeah,
else in
okay.
the middle. I
Nice.
spit spliced it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I do it before, and then but I still leave a good amount of a
Me
tail.
too. Yeah.
And then
That's
I kind
I-
of pull it a little bit,
Yeah.
and
So on like the sleeves and the bottom,
Yeah.
I make sure, like, you know, the little jog there,
Yeah.
I close up the jog with
Yeah.
the end, but then I leave, like you said, a good tail there
Mhm.
in case I need to unpick
Right.
it
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
after
yeah.
blocking.
Yeah.
yeah, because I've made the
Um,
mistake of
same.
making it too
Yep.
short, and
Yep.
and then I'm
Or
like, oh.
making it super tight and weaving it all
right,
in,
and then it just
yeah,
pops out.
yeah.
So good question.
So I will take all of these things out, all the pins out, and
Put it in your
really go
Stockinette.
put it in my
Stockinette.
Stockinette as
And
soon
I'm
as I
assuming
get home.
it's Stockinette.com?
Yeah,
or is
they-
it her name?
I will link it down below,
Okay.
but I believe so.
If you probably
Um,
just Google Stockinette.
Yeah.
I definitely am
it's a
getting
great
one.
name.
Isn't it cool? A
Do they
strainer
come in
bucket.
different colors?
I don't think so. They come in different sizes though.
But do you know what size that is? Because that's
It's a
about perfect.
19 liter.
Okay.
19
Because that's about
Yeah.
perfect to do a
Yeah,
sweater.
yeah,
and a-
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't take up too much space
No.
everywhere.
See? Just
Yeah,
throw it in.
that's smart.
And it
Because
was-
there it's all still all tangled down there.
It's all in her shoes.
It's stuck on my
I'm not even gonna touch
Birkenstock
it.
buckles. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So
yeah.
mm,
Yeah. So get a Stockinette with a discount. Yeah. Oh, and then do you have any tips, tricks, or tidbits or?
no, I finished 2 books that I really liked.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead.
Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And I really liked it and judged that book by a cover for a long time. I'm like, I'm not gonna like this. It's about an octopus, blah, blah, blah. It was great.
Oh,
It was a really nice story. Good character development. Learned some things about octopus that I didn't know about.
Are you gonna
Anyway,
make the octopus sweater?
I should, yeah. And now I'm reading Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. by V.E. Schwab and enjoying that. When I say reading, I do audiobooks, so I could do it while I'm either driving or knitting or
It still
gardening.
counts as
Nice.
written.
It's
reading.
Sure.
I count it as reading.
Yeah, it is reading.
Yeah. Okay.
Tips, tricks, tidbits, anything?
Books.
Haven't I given enough?
I know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't plan on anything.
Okay. So this is a big one. People, listen. I have heard a lot of people complaining about Ravelry, how you can't on your phone take it and blow up the picture, because when you do that, it disappears like that. The fix is very simple. If you are on the picture in Ravelry, right up here, it says, I probably have mud in my fingernails, I'm sorry. It says full screen. If you click on full screen, right there, it pulls it up there, and then you can make it as big or as small as you want to. So it's right there.
Look at you, fancy pants.
I don't remember
I was
who,
gonna say, how'd you figure that out?
because it was driving me crazy that I couldn't blow up the pictures, and I looked up and I'm like, oh, it says full screen, so touch full screen, and like
What
there
do
it
you
is. I can't remember who was talking about it. I don't remember, but anyway, that's what you do. So pass it on.
Good. No.
Yeah.
I still marvel at Ravelry.
I know.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Like just like what I did, where I bought this yarn thinking I was going to make just a sock, and then I was like, oh, I maybe feel like something else. And I love to see, like I do it a lot, like take a yarn and then look what people have made out of
Yes,
it. And
right.
it's such a great
Resource.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
oh God, I spend hours on it
Yeah,
sometimes.
same.
And it's incredible resource. Incredible.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. What else? Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Excited for celebrating.
Yeah.
Anything else? Nothing. Well, yeah. I think we should squeeze one in before you go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 My goal is to have something done.
I will probably not have anything done.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, actually, I
know.
might have the secret one done.
Oh.
But will you be
I
able to
already
show up
forgot
with it?
about it.
I hope so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be, it's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
It's,
All right, we're doing it.
yeah.
We're
okay.
doing it. You heard it here first.
If we didn't, we lied the whole podcast anyway.
Anyway,
so.
it doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Right.
if anyone has any recommendations
Yes.
for
Oh, yeah.
all the major cities, which is mostly what we're doing,
Yeah.
Copenhagen, Stockholm, Oslo,
Nice.
Bergen, something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, any recommendations? I'd love to see them. And as always, just
Write the
Yeah,
comments.
comment.
I love
please write the
them.
comments
Just
about anything.
anything.
Tell us what you're
you know,
knitting.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
I
Tell
know
us what
me
you're not
too.
knitting.
For the first couple days, I'm just like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just nice
It
to
is
hear
nice.
about
I
you
know.
and what
Yeah.
you're making and where
Yeah.
you live and
Yeah.
it's
It's
really-
so funny, like at the fiber festivals, like I would be talking to people like that I didn't know. I'm like, oh, and Rich's sweater, and like they know who
Yeah,
Rich is, but
yeah.
they do know who Rich is. Like it's just.
I
it's
saw
so-
a girl.
funny
She's
to me.
actually from Connecticut in Maryland, and I just went up to her because I loved her sweater. I'm like, oh my god, I love your sweater. She goes, I know that voice. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. She's like, oh my god, I know you.
Kim had her son John with her, and I have not seen John in a
Aw.
long time, and that was like my favorite
Aw,
best
thank
hug
you.
of the
Yeah.
whole
Aw,
of the
I know, he
whole
looks so
time.
good.
He looks so good,
so good.
and
Oh
he's
my
so
god,
happy,
one
and
quick
his
story about
girlfriend's
his
adorable.
girlfriend. She was a freaking hoot.
Adorable.
The traffic was insane.
Yes.
to get into
To
the
get
festival.
into the festival, even at 12 o'clock when we went. Like, we sat in traffic for over an hour.
And I was
Just
like, what
sat
is the
there.
big deal
Well,
about?
Sophie's this quiet little, sweet little thing. People were trying to cut us off in line. She rolled the window down and she goes, no. She was like, we've been waiting in this line. Get back there. And people were like listening to her and responding, be like, sorry. She's like, We were dying
That's
laughing
amazing.
so hard. She went up so high in my book
That's
because
amazing.
of that. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Girl who
Yeah.
sticks up for herself.
yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
great. And
Yeah.
if you saw her, you'd be like, she's so sweet and tiny. And
She was
cute.
tiny and cute,
Mhm.
but
Don't
that's
mess with
adorable.
her.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't mess. We're on our way to a knitting festival.
Yeah.
Nothing gets in the way.
But were they shocked at how many people recognized it?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were really. They thought it was funny, and it wasn't half as many people as like with, Rhinebeck or whatever. And
So people would come into the booth and they would come because they knew I was going to be there, and Michael would just sit in the corner and like smirk. I'm like, will you stop? Like, you're embarrassing me. It was so
But
funny.
it's something that like your friends who don't
Yes,
understand.
yeah,
And like
yeah.
I was leaving tennis practice, so I'm like, I really have to go. I gotta go get ready. And they're like, why? I'm like, oh, Paga's in Canada. What? Like, and like just no understanding.
Yeah.
Like,
Of our friends,
Yeah.
our people,
Our
posse.
people, you are our people
Our
and our
posse.
posse. So thank you for watching and saying hello to us at places where we are
and leaving comments down.
leaving comments down below for Laura.
For all of us, but I love it.
No, I do
do
too.
too.
I do too.
Me too.
I do too.
Okay, happy
All
summer.
right. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.